So I've titled the thought of today's meeting, taking responsibility. So I actually thought of the thing when I was browsing through my Twitter feed one day like that. Then I saw a tweet from someone I was following where he's talking about owning up to our mistake. So that thing was so profound to me. So I'm thinking I should just share it with us. So most of the time, we tend to blame people for things that happen to us. For instance, if perhaps we make a wrong decision, so we tend to blame other people instead of taking responsibility of the problem. So if perhaps we make, for instance, if we make a business decision that is wrong, we tend to blame people that give us the advice or the individual that actually give us that particular idea that we follow. So this kind of thinking is wrong. So the right way is just to owning up to the mistake. So by taking the responsibility of the mistake, then we tend to see the solution to the problem. There's this popular saying that I like. That's to every problem. So the solution to a problem is usually in the problem. So if we can only get to find a solution if we think through the problem. There is personal experience I'm going to share with us, though it's very long, but I'll try to summarize it. So it happens while I was still in high school. So we call it secondary school in my home country. So at the point I wanted to move into School of Science. So I went there, I wrote the entrance exam. So after the exam, so they used to paste the people that meet the cutoff. So those times there were no internet, so they used to paste the list of people that passed the exam, the notice board. So when the first batch come out, I went there to check my name. So my name was not there. So I take a chill, like, okay, let me just wait till they paste the second batch. But when I got home, there's a slip that they gave me. I gave it to my uncle to keep it for me. So when the second batch come in, so I went there again. Then I checked, my name was there. The school authority asked me to bring the slip and some other documents. So when I got back home, I asked my uncle to give me back the slip. He said he has lost it. I was like, why would you lose such kind of a thing? So I feel so devastated because I couldn't get that slip. I could not go to that school. So I was so frustrated. So that thing affected my study. Then at the point I asked myself, so what's my main purpose of wanting to go to that School of Science? Then the answer that comes to my mind was for me to just pass my final year high school exam. Then the next question I asked myself was, even if I don't go to that school, does that mean I will not pass the final exam? So the answer to that is I can't pass in the school I am currently if I put in the work. So that type of question I asked myself give me a shift in mindset. So I started making the right decision, and on the final day of the high school exam, so I actually passed the exam. So the moral of the story is that if perhaps we make mistake, instead of complaining like, okay, I've messed up, I've done this, I've done all those things, we should just think through the problem. So if we take complete ownership of the problem, then we tend to be able to find a solution to the problem.